Well, people who live and work in New York City's public housing are feeling neglected and exposed. CBS 2's Jenna DeAngelis has this exclusive story.
Mary, both residents and workers we spoke to are accusing NYCHA of not properly responding to this pandemic. A union that represents NYCHA employees says it's been demanding personal protective equipment for workers for weeks, with many now either sick or at risk.
Housing is roach infested, rat infested, and now you got this virus going around.
This New York City Housing Authority employee didn't want to show his face, afraid of losing his job, but also worried what will happen if he doesn't expose what it's been like working for NYCHA during this pandemic.
You're not supplying us with the proper equipment, safety equipment. My fear is getting sick, but even a bigger fear is being asymptomatic, not knowing it, and spreading it.
A second NYCHA employee we spoke to hasn't been at work since he began experiencing symptoms, eventually testing positive for COVID-19.
I contracted this coronavirus from my job. They didn't properly give us any PPE and still had us going in apartments.
He says NYCHA sent out this email March 13th instructing staff before entering an apartment to ask residents if they have symptoms. If so, only enter if the repair is an emergency and still keep a safe distance from anyone inside.
I understand from certain points got to get done, but at what price?
Gregory Floyd, president of Teamsters Local 237, which represents about 8,000 NYCHA employees, says the union met with NYCHA weeks ago.
We asked for a plan of action, and they have not met with the employees. They have not come up with a plan of action. NYCHA is unprepared for this disaster.
NYCHA refused to go on camera to answer our questions, but told us this week it received tens of thousands of masks that would be distributed to staff. And later, tweeting out these pictures showing the shipment, with more to come next week.
They should have had this at the beginning because, again, they're on the front lines. We're in the thick of this.
LaKeisha Taylor facing her own set of issues living at Holmes Towers on the Upper East Side with her two sons.
We had no elevators, and when they did fix them, we had one elevator. You're in a pandemic. How can you social distance when you only have one elevator?
The issue hits close to home for City Council member Richie Torres, who grew up in public housing, worried about his mother at Throgs Neck houses.
We know from the data COVID-19 has a disproportionate impact on communities of color. If NYCHA were a city, it would be the largest city of people of color in the United States. And so NYCHA is hit the hardest.
Housing is leaving us totally in the dark.
NYCHA workers and tenants hoping shining a light will keep everyone protected and safe. A group of New York City lawmakers sent a letter to NYCHA's chairman urging the agency improve its response to the coronavirus pandemic and specifically address residents' concerns about proper cleaning and sanitation. Jenna DeAngelis, CBS 2 News.